Hey, Kat here. In this video, I'm going to share with you 4 essentials you need in order to sign up new clients. These 4 things are going to give you the clarity that you need to make sure that you sign up the right clients for you, the ideal clients that you want. These 4 things are going to give you clear direction so that you know where you're heading, exactly where you're heading. You know what to do when you wake up and open up your laptop each morning. These things are going to give you peace of mind. They're going to give you certainty, and they're also going to give you predictability. A lot of you tell me that you don't know where your next clients are coming from. You don't know how to get them. You don't know what to do when your marketing campaigns aren't working or your Facebook ads aren't working. And so these 4 essential things are really going to help you. If you have all 4 of these things in place, you know without a shadow of a doubt, if they are effective, that you are going to sign up your ideal clients. So let's go through them one by one. The first thing you need, the first essential thing you need in order to sign up new clients is you need a plan. You need a plan. Now, I know it sounds obvious. You know you need a business plan. You know you need a marketing plan. But a lot of people put this off because they think it's just going to like sit on their shelf or in their drawer somewhere and not actually refer to them. That's not the kind of plan I'm talking about. I'm talking about a plan that's an everyday working one-page document where it has exactly what you need to do on it for your marketing. Now, your plan should start with your values. I've talked about this in other videos where you work out your values for your business. From your values, you decide on your vision and your mission of your business. And then based on that vision and mission, you chunk it down into goals that you have for the full year, goals that you have for each quarter, and then you have a goal for each month, each week, and each day. So it's straightforward. We all know that we should be goal setting and having a plan and having targets, right? But how often are you actually looking at your plan and saying, right, this is the goal, this is the target, this is the vision, and these are the action steps that are going to get me towards it? And a lot of business owners I talk to, they feel too busy, caught up in their own day-to-day business. And I totally relate because I can get like this as well, where we can get so consumed with other things, just doing with, distractions, things coming at us. And it can be hard to take that time away to create a plan. But it doesn't need to take a long time. I know that you have a busy, full life, no doubt. If you're a business owner and you're also running other things in your life, like a family, like your own health, it does take time out of your everyday, running of the business, like your delivery and sometimes your marketing. But this is part of your marketing, is to just have a one-page document where you know exactly what type of content you're putting out. You need to know what are your current launches and campaigns. So many people will say to me, I'm not getting clients coming in. I don't have that consistent flow of clients. I've just lost a client. I need a new one. I don't know how to go and, where to start. And without like a campaign or a launch where you're building people up to the launch, you're opening the doors of the launch, and then you're closing the door of the launch. If it's just people are able to access you anytime, if you're just available all the time, there's no scarcity and there's no urgency. The reason we want scarcity and urgency is not to just create fake hype about how there's limited spaces. That's not it. Part of Robert Cialdini's book, Influence, talks about the six aspects of influence, the 6 most important things that we need in order to influence people, and scarcity and urgency is a big part of that. In fact, most people will not buy or will not make a change unless they feel like they're going to miss out. So there's that fear of missing out aspect, or if there's a sale that's going to end, or if a gift voucher is about to expire, we'll take action. So do you have offers that expire, or can people just jump on your website anytime and just buy anytime? So that's part of your plan. It's really important to have your targets, to know what your goals are, to know what your vision is, where you're heading. And I don't just mean, I just want to help lots of people and make lots of money. I'm talking about numbers. By the end of this quarter, how many clients do you need? How many hours do you need to be face-to-face with clients? How many client appointments do you need to book in? How many webinars do you need to do, or meetups or workshops or whatever your marketing strategy is? do you need for that plan? So you need that clear plan of organized launches and campaigns ready to go, and you also need a system of how you're going to outwork that plan. So that's number one, most essential thing that you need. Start with a plan. The second thing you need is a process. So you need a process to take people from where they are to a paid client. It's never from meeting someone and going into a paid client. There's a whole process. And what we need to do is get people step by step closer to making an offer to them for something that they are going to pay money for. So we never want to do that too prematurely, or we put people off, right? So there's got to be a process people go through. There's some new research that shows that we need 7 hours. People need to consume 7 hours worth of content on average from you before they make a significant buying decision. They might buy something small, but for them to buy your premium offer, like your coaching package or your retreat or your big ticket offer, people need 7 hours. So that's a lot of time on Facebook Lives or blogging, or if you're only doing social media captions, that's a lot of posts that you need to build up to that time of 7 hours on average. That's why I love workshops as a strategy, because you can do it all in one day. You can do your 7 hours in one day. People get to know you, like you, trust you, and are willing to purchase if they feel that you have what they can be helped by, right? So if you're not doing a full day workshop, if you're just doing small bits and pieces here and there, you're not going to build up enough of that know, like, and trust factor for them to actually make a purchasing decision. So it's really important that you have a process to take someone from where they are to your paid offer. You are best doing this through automated funnels. So having systems that are automated instead of you manually following everyone up, manually booking in appointments, manually getting payments. You know, we shouldn't be doing all of those things manually. Your business should be automated and systemized. It's not 2001 anymore. You know, we've moved on from that. There's no reason to run a clunky manual business that's just sucking your energy and probably your joy as well. So you need to have automated funnels set up. A funnel is basically where someone can opt in through a link and they do everything themselves rather than you having to contact them all along the way. Now, we also want to make sure that your automated systems have exceptional client service and experience so that they're not just getting robots. You want to have that human experience. You want to combine that wonderful, exceptional client experience with automation so they get both. It's not one or the other. Some people think that if you go automated that you're losing the human touch. It doesn't need to be like that. In fact, it's freeing up your time to have even more human touch with them because you're not doing all the techie stuff back and forth. You know, it's all done through technology, and there's really cool systems that you can use for that nowadays to do things automated. You also need your effective online strategies in place and your effective offline strategies in place. So you shouldn't only be looking at online lead generation strategies, but offline lead generation strategies. If you do both, then you've got way more chance of finding your ideal clients and them signing up to your offers. So you need an effective funnel, effective offline and effective online lead generation strategies, and that needs to be starting with your plan. So that's number 2, is your process. Number 3 is a presentation. You need a presentation. You need a way to present people with your paid offer. And you need to make sure that you don't do your presentation, like I mentioned earlier, the first time you meet people. You don't want to go into a sales pitch before people have been able to consume your content and you've educated them and you've shared with them and you've helped them and you've given them lots of value. So your presentation needs to be at the right point in the process. And a presentation could be a phone call, it could be a webinar, it could be a workshop, it could be a one-on-one, like at the end of a one-on-one discovery session or clarity session is when you actually make your presentation. So this is how we get paying clients, and the presentation must be effective in order for you to sign up your ideal clients. So really take your time to make sure that you have a well-crafted presentation. Don't try and wing it. Don't try and just make it up on the spot. Make sure that you take the time, because you don't want to spend all this money on marketing and all this time on marketing to get to that point of presentation and then blow it, right? Because you've just rushed it, or you haven't got to know that person enough, or you haven't educated them enough. So you can do things like sending them videos before they come on the session with you. They can look through your blogs, they can look through all your material. The more content that you have for them to consume, the more likely they're going to take you up on your paid offer. So that's number 3, process. Number 4 is personalization. Personalization, that's the 4th P. So you need to personalize what you're doing in your business. You can't take the advice of some guru and try and apply it in your own business and expect it to work exactly the same as what some gurus told you to do. You've got to make sure that you personalize all the information you're hearing. If you're anything like me, you love researching and you love going to workshops and seminars and events and learning as much as you can about how to grow your business. We can't just take what you hear from a stage or from a YouTube clip or from a TED Talk or from an audio book, wherever you're consuming knowledge, and expect that it's going to work exactly the same for you. You've got to personalize it for you. So maybe that means that you need colleagues that you can run your Facebook ads and your copywriting and your marketing through, your promotional stuff. Maybe you need a mentor or a coach. If you don't have support, it's very hard to personalize what you're doing. Someone might say the next thing you've got to do is Pinterest. Another guru, if they're selling their online course creation course, then you might think that it's time for you to design a course. If someone's selling a book writing program, you might think, I've got to stop everything, go write a book. That might not be the best strategy for you right now. The best strategy for you right now might be building your email list, or just building your followers on social media. It could be just getting paid clients, getting on the phone and just giving free sessions to people so that you can get to know people's problems. Maybe you can get some testimonials. So you want to personalize. There's so many different things we can do to sell and market. You've got to make sure that you filter everything coming at you through your own unique business, your own style, the way that you want to do it. Maybe Facebook ads isn't the best strategy for you at the moment. Maybe you actually need to get your branding a little bit better before you start paying for traffic. And it doesn't mean perfection. It could just mean that you've got your brand colors, your emotions, you know who you're speaking to before you start paying for ads. Or maybe it's not the right strategy for you to spend hours a day in Facebook groups. Maybe that sucks your soul and you don't enjoy that. So you've got to personalize all of the things that you could be doing just by being really true to yourself and your own personality, your lifestyle. No one knows you as well as you do. So make sure you personalize it. And if you want mentoring with that, if you want support, if you want a coach to help you with that, I'd love to offer you a free session where I can help you personalize, what is your next decision? What's your next step? So if you haven't had a session with me before, that's a free session for you to get some clarity. But other ways that you can personalize it is by having mentors and peers and colleagues that you're supporting each other. Business is too hard to do alone, right? So those are the 4 essentials you need in order to sign up for new clients. So the first one is a plan. The second one is a process. The third one is a presentation. And the fourth one is personalization. And all 4 of these things, they have to be effective for you to sign up new paying clients. You can't just have any plan. You've got to have the right plan, right? So that's where I'd love to help you. I'd love to personalize it for you. So you can either jump on a call with me. You can book in. I'll pop the link in the comments or in the box below. The other thing that I'm offering is a free online masterclass. So what I shared with you tonight is a snippet out of the online masterclass. It's just a very small piece of the whole 60-minute online masterclass, and I have slides and go into full detail about how you actually do this. So I'm doing that on Thursday, the 29th of August. It's at 7:30 p.m. and I'll pop the link in the comments or in the box below so you can jump on that. I also have a full day workshop in Sydney called How to Sell Your Services with Ease. So if you know that that's your sticking point, that you want to sign up new clients, then that's a full day workshop where you will learn everything you need about how to sell your services authentically and genuinely. It's especially for you if you really don't like selling, if you don't want to sound pushy or annoying or awkward. So I'd love you to join me for that. So I would love you to join me. If you just check out the links below, that will have all the information for you. I look forward to connecting with you soon. Bye.